Hello everyone, welcome back to the DCS training video. We're now going to talk a little bit about proper PPE on a job site. You might ask, what does PPE stand for? It stands for Personal Protective Equipment. It is what we wear on a job site, which for us would be a construction site. It could be a client's home, it could be an office building. Each job site has its own certain PPE that needs to be worn in order to keep you safe and help you return home to your family at the end of the day with a couple bucks in your pocket. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is proper PPE at a construction clean. This is the area that we operate in that really requires the highest degree of PPE. Most of the time, the PPE standard and what we need to be wearing on these jobs is dictated by the client or the general contractor on the job. For example, Global Foundries. You need to wear a hard hat, safety glasses, gloves, a glow vest, and steel-toed boots, along with jeans. It's very important that we follow these safety regulations when we're on these job sites. For your protection, to make sure that you're safe, for the simple fact that if you're caught without them there, you may be asked to leave, and there's nothing that we can do about it. We're helping to enforce what they're looking to do. So if you get sent home by the general contractor, you're going to go home for that day. So keep in mind, we will always be very forward and let you know exactly what you need. If you need a hard hat, we will provide them. We will provide you one. Now, at the same time, you're expected to take care of that hard hat as if it were your own, all right, and return it to the office at the end of the day or at the end of the job. As far as the janitorial PPE is concerned, this same thing applies for our residential employees who are working in, our clients' homes on a day-to-day basis. It's very simple. There's not a whole lot to it. We ask that you follow the DCS dress code. If you're not sure of what that is, please reference back to your cleaning technician cookbook. It describes it very well. And if you have any questions on that, please feel free to ask your supervisor. So the PPE on a janitorial commercial site or in a client's home, it's pretty simple. The problem comes in, we all think it's common sense, but if somebody's new and doesn't know any better, we need to make sure that they're following the rules as well. So the first thing that we need to be wearing are gloves. Gloves when cleaning a bathroom, gloves when handling any products or chemicals that we're utilizing, gloves when emptying garbage, okay, when we're dusting. We need to protect our hands, all right, and keep any germs that could potentially harm you away from your body. So make sure we're wearing gloves, proper footwear, which is also described in the cleaning technician cookbook. Proper pants, and they need to be worn at your waist. You'll hear this time and time again if you have an issue with it. If you have multiple issues with it, you'll probably only hear it one time before you're out the door. Make sure your pants are at your waist, they're not ripped or torn, okay? And make sure that you have shoes on that cover your toes and will protect you in the case that something may drop on it. It's a lot of common sense stuff, but we need you guys to really all take this seriously because it's for your own benefit. We want you to go home at the end of the day, like I said, with more money in your pocket than when you came in. That's the goal. That's why we're all here. So let's work together. Follow your supervisor's lead. If you're asked to wear a certain piece of PPE, the only answer should be yes, no problem. I'll go put that on and continue working. So keep that in mind, guys. Be safe, and we look forward to having you on board.